Hi everyone, welcome to Live Your Happy 365. As always, I'm always in such joy and honored to be able to join you every single day for 365 days. We're on day 154. Can you hardly believe it? And I have to be, honest that sometimes I don't feel to record these videos. Either I've had a full day and I'm like, oh, I have to record the video, or it's just life happens with being a mother. And sometimes when I have Ari all day, it's just, I don't know, I just get on it and I'm like, oh, I have to do the lesson, or I have to record the lesson. And sometimes I get a little, how do I say this? Like, I'm thinking of the word in Spanish, rencorosa, or like, why did I put myself in this position to record these lessons every day? But I have to also say at the same time, every time I record the lessons, I feel so much better after connecting with you all and putting it up. And just it brings me back to my true self every single time I record these lessons. So thank you, and thank you for your comments. I encourage you to continue to comment. Let me know what you think, how you're practicing the lesson, how you see the lesson. We all have, knowledge to share. We're all ministers of God. So let's do our part to share. You guys can do your part. So subscribe to the channel. That also helps, and like the videos because it helps to get the word out there. So lesson 154, I am among the ministers of God. I am among the ministers of God. We invite Spirit into our minds now to guide us as we take this lesson in and live it in our lives. Whatever that looks like, we just pray to Spirit to guide us in this lesson and to help us as we discover more and more of how to serve God and how to be and remember we've never left the mind of God. Amen. All right, everyone. I was just thinking of Mary. I have Mary here with me. She can do the lesson with me. Live Your Happy 365 with Mary and Maria. It's so fun to just make it light and be joyful, guys. I always say that. Bring in the joy. Be in the joy. I am among the ministers of God. So how are we ministers of God? How are we ministers of God? So the first thing that comes to mind without even reading the lesson is I am amongst the ministers of God, and that means that I'm a minister of God if I am, preaching. I'm a minister because I have a title that says I'm minister, and I am preaching. I'm a minister of God, or whatever it is. So what the lesson is telling us is that I am among the ministers of God. You are a minister of God when you are living the Course of Miracles, when you are living it, when you are dedicating yourself to listening to the voice of Spirit. That's how you are a minister of God. You're a minister of God when you decide to turn down the volume on that voice that thinks you, that thinks for you, and to recognize that observer self that is observing the thinking and come back to that unknown space. I just finished giving a free class on Into the Unknown, coming into the unknown. And as we come into the unknown, because we're always in the known, like the known of what we know, of what our parents have taught us, of where society's taught us that we know our names, we know our culture, we know the colors, we know the alphabet, whatever, the known. To start to come into the unknown. When we're in the unknown, we're in the filled with wonder, we're in the trust. When we're in the unknown, we're following the guidance of Spirit. It's unknown for us because we're so used to being in the known that the unknown is new. So we need to trust Spirit, and that's how we're ministers of God, is being in the unknown, and trusting Spirit will show us the way. That we'll start to remember again our inheritance in God, remember our inheritance, which is happiness, and then we're ministers of God because we've woken up to our reality. We're waking up to our reality. So let's let's become ministers of God by living this, people. By living the lessons, by living being defensiveless, right? By living, I could go on and on, by living the power of decision, of deciding for spirit. Okay, I'm going back here. By living, knowing that there's a voice inside you that echoes truth. By living that you only think with God, the thoughts of God, right? I'm going to back here all the lessons. So, by living this, we can go and be intellectual and read these lessons and highlight to death and sit in meditation. But I have to tell you, with 20 plus years doing the course and teaching, and then later on now a few years teaching it, is like, I don't get anywhere if I'm not living it. I don't get anywhere. I get somewhere when I'm embodying the course in my life. I am walking in responsibility. I am walking being forgiving. I am doing the work and recognize that nobody outside is doing anything to me. It's my beliefs and thoughts about the person that is hurting me. I know that when I get into something with Christian now, we communicate a little bit, but after a while, I'm like, I don't need to communicate anymore. I need to go inside because I'm being triggered right now. And the trigger has nothing to do with you. It has to do with my thoughts about you and the veil of illusion that I'm seeing you through. And I want to see you innocent. So I'm going to go inside and I'm going to do the work. And that's how you change the relationship with yourself and the relationship with others and the relationship with your reality. So you become a minister of God when you start to work it. So I invite you to work it. You got to work it. You got to work it. You got to work it. Come in. You got to work it. You got to work it. Ari's in here. Hi, Ari.
Hi.
You want to come here and look?
No, frozen.
Frozen? See if you see the camera. What are you saying? What do you need?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
They will know.
What do you need?
They will.
Frozen?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
Choo. Say choo choo.
Choo-choo.
Choo choo.
Choo-choo.
Baby shark?
No, maybe a bishop.
Baby shark. All right. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap it up with Ari. Say bye, Ari.
Bye.
Bye-bye.